A mom disapproves of her child's career.
I don't have anything wrong. I'm my own person. I have my own life and I do what I do and I'm making money. You're not paying my bills. You're not paying my rent.
You do, but you also have two little sisters that look up to you.
Okay,
and as a parent, it makes it very hard for me to be proud and brag about what my kid's doing for a living.
Well, you don't
when
have
it's
to
that.
tell them anything. Just tell them how much I'm making a month and that's what should be enough for them.
It'll always follow
No,
you.
I understand
You
how
don't
you
have
feel.
to do.
I understand
don't
how
have
you
to sell
feel,
your body.
but I know what I'm doing and I'm a grown adult and it's my body, my choice.
What's up, guys? It's Bad Decisions, where we watch people make
bad decisions.
It's your boy Sherm.
It's your man Jay.
Why would your mom brag about you being a corn star to other people? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I listen to Gen Z or Gen Alpha, my hope in that generation just goes lower and lower and lower. If your mom were to actually like brag about your career, about like what you actually do, which is fans only, she'd probably actually have to watch it. So just think about a conversation. Oh, my daughter makes a lot of money. What does she do? Oh, she's a corn star. Okay, what kind of corn does she do? She'd have to pull up the page and look at it. Who wants their parents to look at what they're actually doing if they're doing eggplant gymnastics? Nobody.
I gotta push back on that point a little bit because I mean, just because, like for example, if your daughter is, you don't have a daughter, but if you had a daughter and she
I don't have kids, by the way.
Just because, okay, if your son's a brain surgeon doesn't mean you've seen him actually do brain surgery. You have an idea what it is. Or if your daughter is underwater basket weaver, doesn't mean you watched her weave baskets underwater. You know what it is.
Here's the thing, though. People ask questions and ask details. So if I were to say I'm a brain surgeon, okay, well, what's a typical day in the life of a brain surgeon? What are your patients are working with? What's the number? Like, people ask questions about what you do.
I mean, it depends what it is and how it's presented. I.e., or for example, oh, my son's a lawyer. Oh, interesting. What type of law does he practice? Or my son's a doctor. Interesting. What kind of doctor is he? But if you're like, my son's a firefighter. Oh, okay. You kind of don't say what kind of firefighter is he because firefighter. So my daughter is a eggplant gymnastics performer. They probably, matter of fact, if you told somebody that's what your daughter did, they probably wouldn't ask you more questions anyways.
I know they probably wouldn't, but they're gonna be curious about if you're if you're bragging about how much money they make. They're like, oh, she must be really good, so they're gonna pull it up.
How awkward is that?
Or you know what? Let's be honest. They're not going to pull it up in front of that person.
No, yeah.
But they will pull it up, and they will see everything. And basically, you don't want someone seeing your daughter's insides get flipped in out. Upside down, or whatever way you want to put it. Or arrange it.
Inside out.
Inside out. There you go. I mean, if we're being fully realistic, too, there's a list of careers that I don't think anyone wants their kids doing. Drug dealer, crackhead, porn star, stripper, mayonnaise maker. I'm just kidding. I just really hate mayonnaise. But you guys see exactly what I'm saying. There's a list of jobs that you really don't want your kid to do. And that's probably like high on that priority list of what you don't want your kid to do. So, I mean, it makes sense why she feels the same way she does. And then as she mentioned in the clip before, she's got younger sisters, which, I mean, if you have siblings, you're the older sibling, you're going to influence your younger sibling somehow. So it makes sense.
So I don't know if it's my opinion is different. I do agree with you. Well, actually, what's your stance on it? Overall stance? Well, we'll get to that. We'll get that to the end. Here's my thoughts on it. Okay, I have a neutral point, and I know that neutral points aren't really that interesting to listen to normally. It's kind of boring. Oh, could be this, could be that.
Yeah, because it's kind of like cookie cutter, right?
Yeah, get off the line.
Yeah.
Choose a side, right? But I'm like, okay, look. I view this from two different perspectives. One from the girl's perspective, and the other from the mother's perspective.
Yeah.
The girl is right that it's her body, her choice, and the mother is right that it's probably difficult for her to brag about her daughter's profession, albeit her daughter is not asking her to brag about her profession. Now, I do wonder how many employers actually do research that would uncover that someone has been doing OF.
Here's the thing, though, right? I don't think they specifically look for OF, but I think they do go through your social media.
Sure.
And if your social media has a link tree, because now you can't directly put OF on there. If it has a link tree and your link tree says that fans only, they might reconsider.
So that's a good point. I didn't think about that part. I was thinking more or less that in order for it to be discovered, there have to be some reason for them to do more reconnaissance or more investigation into you.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. But you make a good point, which is probably why, I'm assuming, a lot of people don't use their real name.
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
I doubt it.
So my point is, I wonder how much it would really affect her, just because if you're like a celebrity and everyone knows who you are, you advertise your OF, then they're probably going to find you. You probably can't get a career after that. But if you're a nobody, so to speak, and you're just kind of a regular everyday person doing OF, I don't know. But anyways, so 2 points. One is the moral perspective, which her mother was taking. The other is the amoral perspective, which the daughter was taking. The moral perspective is the mother saying that OF is not something to be bragged about and is not something to be looked up to, especially by youth, i.e. her younger siblings. And that also there's going to be a stigma that follows her daughter and might prevent her from getting work in the future. The daughter's perspective is that it's an amoral thing in that regardless of what she's doing is right or wrong, her bank account looks right. Very right is what she's saying.
All I gotta say is the next 20 years are gonna be very interesting, and these people that have OFs, like what's gonna happen? I mean, it's gonna reveal a lot because you put something on the internet, it's gonna stay there forever, and you don't know who you're gonna be in the next 5 years, the next 2 years, the next 10 years. So I mean, one of these days, one of these people who have an OF now and they're 22, they might be running for governor, and you know their OF might randomly pop up of them doing some gymnastics on some very questionable people. So
right, that's very true. So actually, you know what? That actually is a really good point you brought up, because when I watch the videos like this about, and then, you know, people like her are talking about, oh, you know, I can do what I want. In my mind, I'm like, okay, what is your long-term goal? If she's making a lot of money and she's taking that money and she's investing it to the point where she's going to be able to sustain her life until she's done, until she's gone, then hey, it doesn't really matter, because her future self is going to be fine because her money she's making now will take care of her. Do I think she's doing that? No, I don't. She's probably blowing her money on stupid stuff. Maybe she's investing a little bit. I don't know. She could be a very entrepreneurial or financially savvy person. But if I had to bet on it, I'm gonna bet she's not.
No. I put OF people and I put like NBA people on the same level. It's like they both make money real fast and it's quick money. But are they the most financially sound people in the world? I would say no. Some people, they are, like I said, there's some athletes out there who make good decisions like Shaq, and there's some OF people who make good decisions. They know what they're doing. But is that the vast majority of them, right? I doubt it.
No, I doubt it.
I doubt it. So what are you going to say? Ultimately, good decision, bad decision?
So I have my own opinions about the morality of it and about how I personally feel about OF.
Yeah.
But from strictly a neutral standpoint, she's making a lot of money, and if she was to be financially smart with her money and invest it to where she'd be set for life, do you? Morally speaking, I don't know if I agree with it, but do you make your money?
I mean, do I want my wife doing it? No. Do I want my daughter doing it? Absolutely not. Just generally speaking, if they want to do it, I don't really care. Do what you want to do with your life. Yeah. In terms of her mom, like in this video, her mother, I gotta agree with the mother. Like, she's like, all right, you're doing whatever you're doing it, but don't expect me to brag about it.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
She didn't completely like disconnect you from the family and throw you away. She just said, hey, I'm just not gonna bring it up.
Yeah. And to be fair, the daughter's not asking her to. And you really want to look at it like that.
Yeah, but I don't know. The clip to me, it kind of sounded like the daughter wanted the mom to speak about her positively, about like what she does financially.
I need to see more of the clip.
That's what it sounded like in the clip to me, from my perspective. I looked at it and I said, okay, it kind of sounds like the daughter kind of wants her mom to brag about her, but then the mom's like, I
don't know. I didn't see the whole thing, so the clip started with her mom saying what she was saying. So I don't know, but
yeah.
Anyway,
guys, it's been bad decisions. If you think the mom made a good decision, leave a like and leave a comment. If you think the daughter made a bad decision, leave a like and leave a comment. All right, guys, we're a bad decision makers. We're out.